Everybody, why is my watch telling me to breathe? It's never done that before. Cool. All right, guys. So tonight we are going to be doing a bunch of stuff on the quads, the adductors, the glutes, and the hamstrings. All right. Not too many movements, but we're going to be spending quite a bit of time in most of them. All right. So all you're going to need tonight for kit will be a grid roller or a textbook or several pillows. The final stretch, we're going to be feet up against the wall, and to make it more comfortable and to increase the range of movement on the stretch, we're going to lever the body up. So if I show you what I mean, we'll be up against the wall here, and obviously you don't want to be bringing your legs further back to increase your stretch. So if we lift our chests up, we can increase that stretch in the hamstrings and get more comfortable. So we'll be in this final stretch for about 5 minutes. All right. So just think about whatever stuff you need. All right. So first thing we're going to do is a couch stretch. You're going to need a wall. James, you look so proper next to your wall. Oh, he's not sharing it, Ian. No, that's his wall. Either that or he really wants a hug. No, not huggers. All right, cool. So we're going to start with a couch stretch. With this, as normal, what we do is I want the shin up against the wall here, flat. If you have really, really tight hamstrings, you're going to have to bring that knee a little bit further away from the wall. If you find that's putting an unnecessary strain on your ankle, then you're going to have to come onto the toe here. This will take out some of the stretch, but it won't be too bad. Okay, so let's pop that shin up against the wall. Bring your hands in so they are directly underneath your shoulders. And then you can bring the left foot forward here. And then we're going to stay down the bottom for a little bit. So we're going to be pushing forwards and back. We're just going to move in and out of our end range of movement for a little while. Okay, just trying to loosen things up. Let me just set a clock going. All right, so just gently move forward, hold it for a second, and then just back off that stretch. So your hands down on the floor, K-Dog. There you go, hands on the floor. So we're just working that adductor to start off with. So pushing those hips forward and back. Ideally here, you're going to have a flat back. So first thing you want to be looking at doing is getting rid of a hunch in the back here. So I'm going to try and pull that chest through. Okay. All right. Another 20 seconds of doing this. Gently moving forward and back, trying to get as close to a straight line from your shoulder to your knee as possible. Okay, all right, so we're going to come into that end range of movement. You're going to hold it there. Okay, hands flat on the floor, pull that chest through, look straight ahead, and we're going to squeeze the bum, and I want you to push the flat of your foot into the wall, trying to push the wall away. You might feel a bit of a cramp build. There we go. And relax. And let's come out of that stretch. We're going to change feet. All right, so again, we're just going to do a minute moving in and out of that end range of movement. All right, so just 10 more seconds, and then we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Okay, so come to that end range of movement. Push, flat the foot into the wall, squeeze your bum, and try and lift that chest up, get that back as flat as possible. And relax. All right, cool. We're going to change feet again. Cool. Come into that adductor stretch again. All right, so what we're going to try and do now is we're going to try and bring the hands forward and bring the elbows to the floor. Okay? If you can't get your elbows to the floor, I just want you to support yourself and just bend at the elbows and try and get a little bit lower. Again, in this position, I still would like you to try and pull that chest through and look straight ahead. So squeeze that bum, try and open up that hip a little bit more and push that weight towards the foot that's in front. So if your left foot's forward, push your weight towards that left foot. There we go. And come on up. Excellent. Hand on your knee. And then come on up to the top position here. So in this position, I want your heel to be in your bum. You may get a bit more tension, bring the front foot forward a bit more, and then try and sit up. So there's no point bringing your shoulders back just yet. We're going to get into that in a minute. So we're going to push back, try and keep that chest up. Cool, 10 more seconds. Okay, back down to the floor. I'm going to change legs. So come on down. So I'm going to bring those hands forward and try and bring those elbows down to the floor for me. Pushing that weight towards the supporting foot so you can really feel that stretch in that inner thigh. All right, and come on up. Bring that front foot forward a little bit. Come up to the top here. Push bum back towards the heel and chest upright. 30 seconds. Then we're going to go through that again. I'm going to add another little bit at the top to make this a little bit worse for you. Cool, and come on down. Excellent, all right, so change legs again. And we're going to come straight up to the top this time. That's it, straight into this position. We're going to hold this. You will get nice and comfortable and situated. Cool, all right, now, same hand as the foot that's behind you, you're going to bring up overhead, and you're going to bend and reach up the wall. So we're not trying to reach back to the wall, I want you to reach up as high as you can. Excellent, come on down. We'll change legs. everyone comfortable and situated. So, same hand as leg that's on the wall. Reach up, high as you can, back to the wall. And come on down. Excellent. All right, we can come away from the wall. Okay. That should have loosened up those hips and quads a little bit. So next we're going to be coming into the pigeon stretch, which I think all of you have done before. Right, we're going to work through quite a few little positions on this. So we're going to start off with the left leg forward, keeping that foot in nice and close to the body. And you're going to stretch that back leg out behind you. And I want the back of your foot on the floor, so pointing the toes. Okay. Sit. Good. All right, so from here, we're just going to hold this for a second. Okay. Everyone get nice and comfortable. So ideally in this, again, I'd like you to be in a straight line. So from here all the way down to the back of the foot, don't be leaning off to the side. If your bum isn't on the floor, that's fine, but it's only in this position you'll start to get more of that stretch. If you want to increase the stretch in your hip flexor, you can start pulling your foot further back using your toes, and that will give you a little bit more of a stretch there. Cool. All right, nice and warm. So let's bring that foot out a little bit here, and we're going to start rolling our whole body. So twisting towards this foot here. So a little twist round. So you should be able to feel that twisting into the glutes and into that hip flexor, and hold it there. Back to the floor. Cool, we can bring this foot a little bit further forward. So your shin faces a straight line in front of you. Okay, and again, for this, your butt is going to come up off the floor. Okay, knee will come off the floor slightly, and you can support yourself here. Back down to the floor. Here, keep the foot where it is, and then we're just going to move it forward slightly so your foot is in front of your knee. Okay. Now, be careful on this one. This one can get a little bit pinchy. So we're going to slowly twist in. I want you to keep the leg completely on the floor. Hand comes forward. And we're going to twist in and forward. You should feel this coming in behind the knees. Or one knee, at least. That was a sad face, Kirsten.
I feel it more in my hip.
Well, you do have dodgy hips. You feeling on the outside of the hip?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's probably fine. All right, and relax. Bring the foot back into the body. Nice and tight. So from here, we're going to twist and look back over the leg to the outside. So you're looking back at your big toe and try to rotate as much as possible. And the other way. To the front, and try and bring that chest down to your thigh, hands forward. Excellent. And come on up. And we're going to change legs. Ooh. So, right leg forward. I'm just going to come into this one to start off. Cool. All right. Now bring that foot out slightly. And back in. It doesn't matter if your bum isn't on the floor. Try and keep yourself as upright as possible so you can support yourself in your hands. Come on down. Bring that foot forward so your shin is in a straight line in front of you. Come on up. Butt comes up off the floor. Support yourself on your arms. And down to the floor. Bring that foot forward slightly so it's just in front of your knee. You're going to stay low and push yourself across. And then left hand forward. Come on up. Foot back in. And we're going to look back. We'll look back to the right first. Look back at that big toe. Just twist. The other way. Back to the front. And chest down to your thigh. Hands in front. Head down. All right, and out we come. All right. Cool. All right, so we're going to get into the hamstrings a bit more now. Okay, so we're going to sit down. Let's bring your right foot in. And we're going to take hold of the left foot with the left hand. And you're just going to try and lift the foot up. Okay, as high as you can. Keep the leg bent to start off with. Okay, have your hand on the outside of the foot to make it easier. There you go, cool. And then we're just going to try and straighten that leg out. So if it doesn't straighten, that's fine. We're just trying to loosen it off. Excellent, and just hold it there for me. So it doesn't have to be too high for now. Cool. All right, bend that knee. And we're going to try and go a little bit higher. Okay, so if you can, we're going to take hold of the foot with both hands. And we're going to try and bring it up in front of the body. And try and bring it up a little bit higher here. And we're going to bend the leg and straighten it up overhead. So if you can't get up there, that's fine. Just whatever height you can. The leg doesn't have to fully straighten out, so don't worry about that. This is just to get those hammies nice and warm. So keep the leg moving, Rory. Stop trying to strain to get it straight. Just keep moving through that range of movement, just oscillating in and out of that comfortable end range of movement. Good. All right, let's change legs. So, right hand on the outside of the right foot. We're not going too high again. Just straighten that leg in and out. Cool. All right, so both hands on the foot, and we're going to try and bring that foot up a little bit higher. So try and keep the foot in front of you for this. Don't let it come off to the side. We're going to get to that in just a second. Cool. All right, other foot. So this time we're just going to kick it off to the side a little bit here. All right, so have the foot going that way, basically. We're just going to work bent leg, bent leg. So you see from the side, we're going off here. We're just trying to extend that leg as much as you can. So try not to lean all the way back to do this. That's going to make it way too easy. Try and stay as upright as possible and keep that leg as close. That's it. Cool. And then lift it up and hold it there just a couple of seconds. Excellent. Let's change legs. Good. Hold it for a couple of seconds. Excellent. And chill. Excellent. All right, so this is the point where you're going to need a couple of blocks for your feet. A couple of books, a couple of yoga blocks, a grid roller. Chaps, you two could use Colette's legs if you want, that'd be fine. Okay, we're just going to have something we can pop in front of us. And it's just so we can lift our feet up off the floor. Just because obviously if your feet are down on the floor, it's much easier for your legs to bend when you're trying to do a forward bend, forward stretch. Okay, and we want those legs locked out. So, decide here. So grab yourself something and put your feet up on it. Everyone good? Everyone got their feet on something? Yeah? Sweet. All right, so nice and simple. We're just going to reach forward towards the toes if you can. I want you to keep that chest up and the back flat. All right, that's it. Nice and simple. We're just going to hold this. If you can't Keep your legs straight and just don't come down to the toes. You can put your hands on your shins for that same stretch. Okay? Good. Sit them back up. Right, we're going to try and get a little bit lower into this now. So, we're going to start hands underneath on your calves, and you're going to start pulling yourself down towards your legs. All right? And we're going to move in and out of that end range of movement gently, just trying to push a little bit further every time. Nice and slowly. Make sure those legs are locked out for me. And then just find that little furthest point and just hold it. Up and back down again, start oscillating. You're going to start going a little bit lower. Everything starts to stretch out. And really try and get as low as you can. Pull yourself down into discomfort and hold. And relax. Cool. All right. So hammies warmed up for our nice relaxing end stretch. Okay. So grab yourself a couple of pillows or cushions or something that you can put underneath your back. Find yourself a wall. Cool. All right. Okay. So I've just worked out Robin's there. She's in a mirror. All right. So those feet up against the wall. I want your bum against that wall. Here. And your legs should stay locked out for this stretch. Okay. If you don't feel any stretch at all in this position, then we can move this from the head to the upper back. We don't want to go for too big a stretch here. All right, we're going to be holding this for a long time, so I don't want you in your deepest, most painful hamstring stretch. We're going to be holding this for 5 minutes. All right, so get yourself comfortable. You should start to feel a gentle stretch early on, but this should never become uncomfortable. Don't do it, Colette. Oh, okay, it's all right. I've worked out she's being nice to people. I thought you were just abusing James. A little bit. All right. All right, guys, so that's our 5-minute set done. So if you have a support in there, let's just gently roll that away. Bend the legs, hold up the feet on the wall for just a few seconds, pull the knees to your chest, and then just come on down. Oh. Or you can stay there as well. Also a valid option. Oh, Kirsten, you should not do that with your legs. That is just weird. That is not something anyone wants to see after a stretching class. Whew. All right, guys, so that's us for tonight.